Jason. And 3, 2, 1, go. Wish me luck, because here's a strategy. I'm going to pick up some gunpowder and then do a tank boss fight. And I'm going to choose the hardest one in the game first. This is going to be serious time for the entire fight. If I die, I apologize. It's not a true game over, it just means I've got to do it again. So I may play a little bit more safe than IL strats.
Want me to take over?
No, that's fine. Oh.
Nice, good start.
Nice, that's a good start so far. Yep. Okay. That should be enough actually. Yes, that's good. Phase 2.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, playing this one a little more cautious because you can die easily.
Yeah.
Oh god. Be fine.
Oh my lord, that was crazy.
IO strat is usually a lot faster than this, but this boss is easy, and I'm really happy I finally got it out of the way in the marathon run.
So in short, that boss has a few moves that make him invisible, and also he puts himself a lot off screen. There's not a whole lot of time to aim and shoot at him, and generally the tank is not as good as pilot mode for shooting stuff.
Yeah, the story mode variant you have a much better tank, but in this mode you're using a basic tank, and it's a lot harder. Gotta fight against this one. Every time I complete a tank boss fight, I'll pick up some more gunpowder for the dungeon top-down segments boss fights, which makes it a little bit easier. Okay, here it goes. So the skeleton boss is it's a million times easier than the other one.
Yeah, so bosses in this game don't have iframes, so if you're really good at mashing, as you can tell here, they just melt.
A lot of bosses in the tank segments are weak to triple missiles, which involves going point blank right next to them. But of course, it's a risk because you're going to take damage to yourself if you keep on touching them. So I'm going to pick up some more gunpowder. I mean. This is the pink icon. You can see when you get more power, your guns get stronger and has more options. Now I'm going to take out the next boss. This one's a little bit quick to do. The green bar on the top left of your screen, that's your HP, so I got 7. The blue one is your weapon energy. It does refill on its own, you just see. And here it comes, Ribby Roll.
So Ribberoll can be an awkward boss to hit. Even though Ribberoll is a huge size boss compared to you, it's literally like 16 tanks.
There you go.
But the jumping cycle is awkward. So it can be a tricky boss to hit at times for a casual player or a new runner of this, but well-timed shots do the trick, as with most bosses in this game.
And then we got one more, which is a bit of RNG notorious boss. So I'm going to get some more gunpowder. I think I don't really need to do it like this, because by the time I do the foot sections, I've got maximum power. So I've picked up 1 for now. So here it comes. I'm going to change my weapon, the primary weapon, to a laser, which allows laser shots to pierce through armor. This thing's got a small section where you can shoot through, and it's not always easy because this boss is kind of luck dependent. So this is like the anti-luck dependent bit.
Yeah, so some of you might recognize this boss from like games like Parodias or any old school, shoot 'em up game. There's a boss that looks like very similar to this, and you can only hit it in the correct direction where its mouth is open.
There you go. So that's all the tank boss done. Now I've got, I think, from the top of my head, I think 12 top-down boss fights to go through. I haven't really probably counted them. There's not quite a lot. There's a lot more than the tank ones. So I've got to pick out one more gunpowder. That's a striker weapon, which is a nod to the Azure Striker Gunvolt series. Now this gun is called a wave beam, if I remember correctly. It's maximum gunpowder. It's overpowered. The disadvantage though is that if I get hit, I lose this weapon.
Nice. So I personally haven't seen too much of this guy because when I saw this boss, we did co-op and I played Gunvolt and I was just up front doing damage non-stop.
Now you might be thinking, is that all you do for the other bosses? Well, not quite. There is a little bit of variety here and there. There's another weapon I do use sometimes in this fight, which does do a little bit more damage per second at point-blank range, but it's not always worth it, because if you get hit, you may lose that power if you get hit enough times for the lower-leveled guns. This is Mother Brain. I'm going to change my mines to turret. There you go.
Nice.
So the turret has a very good utility that the bosses actually get distracted, and if they find a turret, they will aim towards that turret instead of the player. So I can bait them to go into a direction where I'm completely safe. So there's the hard shell. This boss, for example, has a massive shell in front of its face, so normal weapons will not work. There's a low-level piercing weapon which can hit the weak spot, or this wave gun. Here it goes.
Oh, so close. Ooh, nice.
That's okay. There's a little bit of RNG where what direction it goes. Some things may go towards me, and I've got a backup plan for that. I tend to drop a auto-turret mine and aim at its weak spots because it goes over it. This boss, for example, is really weak to the shot, so it's a bit of a blink and you miss it, but in this case it's like 3 seconds, if not more, and it's down.
This boss in general, even though it doesn't look like it, reminds me a lot of the second boss in Phantasy Star Online in the caves area called the Roller. Because you're on a platform and you have a fish dragon thing that tries to jump over the boat constantly just to hit you. That looked more like a fish insect.
Okay, this is one of the early... Oh no, not going that one yet. So
I was like, wait a minute. That's an annoying one.
This one I could use Wave Gun for consistency because it has a good rate of fire, or the Striker Spark Shot, which one hit kills them, but if I miss, I have to wait for that projectile to go away.
So this could be a nod to, you know, classic Mega Man boss. I forget what its name is, but like any boss that has several pieces that moves around, it's pretty much that. I didn't play the original Blaster Master, so I don't know if there was a boss like this in the original. I think this is brand new. This is so much faster than when we do it. What the heck? Then again, we did everything in a different order, so we wouldn't have all the level up you would need for this section. I can definitely see why Jason plus Jason would be the most optimal route.
Yeah.
But I definitely like the idea of being able to choose different characters to you know, deal with fights, because every character in this game can handle fights differently. I've yet to try out Shovel Knight and Shantae, so I don't know how they function properly yet. But I really like playing Gunvolt. He's really fun to play. And with good mashing, you rarely run out of flash field EP energy.
Oh, we're getting there today. Nice, that's one down. There's no well, it's a bit of RNG, but where the color depends where they spawn. The green one's always the top and bottom half. The orange one's always left or right. Purple one's usually top and bottom, but they always tend to go to the middle and stop for a few seconds to detonate the remote mines the other two trappers have laid. This one's got a bit of RNG. If they spawn diagonally, I can't really hit both of them. I wanted to make sure that they're in a single straight line. That's like this.
Yeah, because you do double damage here that way. And, I mean, if you look at what would happen if you were two players, you do quad damage in this fight.
Oh, yikes, yeah.
That was close.
I can see why you want to hit 3, because I just used the very edge of the beam and it didn't do enough damage. Okay, so this boss coming right up is the Spark Salamander, and there's a hard mode difficulty called Destroyer mode, where most of the bosses are immune to your best gun, but this is the only boss in Destroyer mode where it's not immune to the gun.
It reminds me of Biting Lizard from Secret of Mana.
Nice. Got a couple of more bosses left. I want to pick up some explosives because they're pretty useful. Okay. There's a little strat for this one which allows me to skip the mini phase where the rune is completely frozen. You just don't want to deal too much damage in the first phase, so the second phase you have a shorter explosion sequence and you can deal enough to kill it.
If you played Mega Man 2, you might kind of recognize this boss. With a twist.
Like that. Oh, that's good. I was moving around there. So, that's the trick. I didn't have to.
You did so much damage on the last hit. What the heck?
It's
or
because
did the game not scroll fast enough for the
yeah.
true damage? Okay, yeah.
It's something like that. So next bit, it's quite the perfect example why strike is a good weapon for this fight. There's loads of targets.
This one is like the same boss on crack.
Agent Freeze.
I like this boss though. It's like the same boss on crack mixed with Tenjin, whom you will see later.
Ah. That's right.
Watch out for the Beyblades.
I'll be fine. Yeah, there's a little bit. Oh, stop missing. Oh, it's this one left. Okay. Yeah,
we got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
It's a little bit RNG dependent. Which ones are using security lasers? When you trip over a security laser, the ones that are scanning will shoot a laser. That's one way to force the eyes to open. Now I've got to get a few more weapon energy because fortunately I didn't take too many hits, so I'm maxed out already.
I guess I could tell them something about the upcoming 2 incentives because I don't know if everybody knows yet, but the upcoming 2 incentives are the Azure Striker Gunvolt True Ending incentive. That will be until the end of Gunvolt 2 because we do it after we beat the game because the true final bosses are after, obviously. And for the Chameleon Third incentive, it's basically after the second he beats Kuwanger, that's when that closes. So you better get your donations in if you want to see that. I'm sorry for taking up the Mrs. job right there. Morale is always doing a great job, but I took it over for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you want that to happen, make sure you get in your donations for that.
Okay,
both things are really cool. Sorry, moving along.
We've got 2 bosses left. I know it was a bit faster than I thought it was going to be. I mean, this could be 60 minutes if I'm lucky. Hard to say. This one's a bit luck dependent on what the main cell will do after this. Okay.
You got it.
Yeah,
free, man. That was free.
Sometimes that cell will just go to the far right side of the screen and do whatever it wants, and it's not very good. It makes me sad. I lose time for no good reason. Okay, now final boss. This gun is absolutely useless. There's this one gun I gotta use. This is the main final boss before the true ending. Underworld Lord.
Yeah, we destroyed this guy.
I'm using Striker point blank because that's the fastest way to deal damage. And using a turret because that will distract the Underworld Lord to what I should aim at.
Yeah, just let me know in time and I'll slam it.
Alright. It may be soon or maybe not. It depends on the luck on this final boss.
Multi-dimensional overlord.
The color changed form and that's the worst one.
We got that too.
Yeah.
But we were 2 people, so we could still do a lot of damage.
That's nice though. Oh. Oh, this is what I want. If the Joy-Con lets me... There you go. That's alright.
Nice!
Orange form is the best.
Sub 15 though. What's your PB?
I haven't really done real-time timing, so it's pretty much like that.
Well,
Yeah,
we will see the in-game. Now?
game time? I think there's a new PB. I'll have a check. And I...
What is the record then for solo?
Oh, that's a
That
new
was-
PB. That's a
oh,
new
nice.
PB in-game. Oh.
So what is the record for it? Solo?
Don't really know. There hasn't been much action yet in the Discord section for Blastmaster Zero. There's a player named Scavenger, who you may recognize from AGDQ earlier this year, who did run as Shantae. He has done some IL fights for the True Final boss, the one I did, the very first one in this run. He can do it so much faster than me that it's almost stupidly risky to pull off in a marathon. Honestly, he can force the boss to use his second hyper beam the moment after it comes down from the top of the screen for the first time. It's that fast. So coming up next is Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. And it's a cart run, quote-unquote cart run, which means I'll be playing as the blue guy named Gunvolt, and my friend here, Ginny, is going to be playing as the guy in white, Copen.
Stay tuned for that.
Cameras?
Cool.
Now we can set up.
Alright.
Well, you need to set up.
Yeah. Yeah, I got my controller here. Ah, 353 in-game time. That's not bad, actually. Yeah, look, world record 353 in-game time. That's... For a marathon run, I did alright because...
Your incentive has been met, Jenny. GreenalinkSDA. Yeah. Cool, so that was Blaster Master Zero by GreenalinkSDA. We've got a couple of donations that I'm going to read out fast, and then we're going to quickly go to intermission and then back to the next game. So we have $11 from Anonymous saying, looking to win one of those lovely red Vertagear gaming chairs. Streaming on this office chair is brutal, XD. And then we have Kartoffel donating 25 saying, I have no idea what this Azure game is, but whatever, shut up and take my money. Thank you, Kartoffel. Alright, let's take it to intermission. You ready, Bunny?
Yeah, I'm ready. So guys, you just watched Blaster Master Zero by GreenalinkSDA, and now we're gonna go with Azure Striker Gunvolt 2 co-op by GreenalinkSDA in a regular Ginny. It's gonna be co-op, so yeah, their goal has been met as well, so look forward to it. Bye!
Okay, yep. Can you hear each other before
Testing, testing. Can you hear me, chat? Can you hear me, everybody? Welcome back after that short, nice intermission.
Yeah. So,
I think we're ready to go, right?
So yeah, in case you just joined into ESA, the name's GreenalinkSDA, my friend Ginny, and we're going to do an unusual kind of co-op. There's two characters you see on the screen right now. I'm going to be the one in the bottom half of the picture, the one in blonde, that's named Gunvolt. Ginny's going to be playing the top character, that's name's Kopen, or if you're Japanese, or playing in Japanese, it'll be Akira. And so, I'm going to hit the timer when I hit yes on this. And before I start, Gunvolt has a usual mechanic called Prevasion, and basically allows the player to negate real damage by sacrificing a little bit of his electric meter you see on just below the character. But that's not always entertaining for a marathon run, so I gotta turn it off. Which basically allows me, it's more of a handicap really, but basically anything I touch, enemy or trap, I will take actual damage. And that makes the run a bit more exciting, don't you think? Okay.
And as for Copen's side, I'll be doing a lot of crazy movements, so having the preparation there is actually gonna save more time than I would lose. Gunvolt is a long distance character, so it doesn't really matter too much for him, but it looks a little bit fancier for him to do it that way. I can count you down. So 3, 2, 1, go!
Yep. Here we go. Cutscene skip. I gotta pause the game